Week 11 is in the books, and that means you're already looking ahead to week 12, and that means you're looking at your waiver wire. And these are the moves you need to make for week 12, served by Applebee's, thanks to John Daigle's waiver wire column. Daigle, we're going to go through a drop. We're going to go through an ad. We're going to go through a deep cut just to improve everyone's rosters out there. First, let's tell the people who they can eliminate from their roster right now. It is
Marquis Brown. And I never thought we would get here, admittedly. But the fact is, since Baltimore's Week 7 bye, Mark Andrew leads the team with a 24% target share. Then it's Willie Snead with a 22% target share. And you have to go all the way down to Marquis Brown for 14% in that span. And if you want to use air yards to defend him, you can't, because Snead leads the team in air yards since Week 8. So right now what we're all doing is rostering and continuously starting the third wide receiver on a team that is being poor through the air right now. It's a disaster.
It hurts. I mean, it hurts, Daigle, and I think it hurts exponentially when you consider what this Ravens team is. They're still winning games despite what they showed on Sunday, but I think Sunday showed exactly how this Ravens team is different this year in comparison to last year. When they have an opponent exactly where they want them, they can't close. They can't finish. And you mentioned this. Over the last 5 games, Marquis Brown has 23 targets, just 10 receptions, 112 yards, and 1 touchdown. Heck, that 112 yards and a score was a great half for him at one point last season. And it's just simply not there. And I don't know how, as of now, we can believe in anything in this passing game on the Ravens team. And it hurts. It's so unexpected, because all that we've said heading into the season, Daigle, was that they kept both coordinators. They kept basically every single player, yet it's just not working even close to what it was last year.
8 receivers have 20 targets of 20-plus yards this year, and Marquis Brown has the lowest catchable ball rate per PFF among all of them. So perhaps it's not even his fault, but it is what it is.
Well, while we might not be interested in the Ravens passing game, John Daigle, a lot of news has happened in their running game. We saw after both played, Mark Ingram and J.K. Dobbins, and namely Dobbins, who really handled the absolute bulk of this backfield work against the Tennessee Titans, both tested positive for COVID-19. And correct me if I'm wrong, that means that they are almost certainly missing at least this week and potentially 10 days. So that leaves Gus Edwards and that leaves Justice Hill as potential adds this week ahead of Thursday's game against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And if you're concerned about the matchup, recall we've already seen this. Edwards got 16 touches against the Steelers in his first start for Mark Ingram and averaged 5.4 yards per carry against one of the league's best front 7. We should expect him to lead this backfield in touches Thursday night over Justice Hill, who has only played 17 snaps and seen 1 touch all year long. Having said that, remember that league protocol states Ingram and Dobbins have to be away from facilities since they tested positive for 10 days. And the Ravens don't turn around next Sunday. They turn around next Thursday. It's going to come right down to the wire with those 2 guys. So Hill would be the sneaky stash just in case Edwards gets injured Thursday night as well.
All right. So we've done the drop. We've done the ad. And as always, just like in your columns, we need to hit a deep cut. Who is it this week?
The deep cut would be
Denzel Mims.
Denzel Mims.
It is Denzel Mims, and I'm glad I get to suggest it to you, John Daigle, because as a massive Denzel Mims advocate heading into the NFL draft, I could not tell you how nervous I was heading into this season because of all the time that he missed in training camp, because he couldn't crack the Jamison Crowder, Brashad Perry. Remember they started like Chris Hogan to open the year and like all these Jeff Smith, all these random names. And I was like, if only Denzel Mims was healthy. Well, Daigle, he is healthy now. And in this awful, putrid Joe Flacco-led offense, he is still posting production.
We've seen we can do even with Jamison Crowder on the field the past 2 games. Mims leads the team with 16 targets and a 31% target share in that span, has seen as many end zone targets as Brashad Perryman in that stint, despite the fact it's been Perryman who has 3 touchdowns and Mims none. So perhaps he's even due for positive touchdown regression. Thank you for reminding me who the deep cut of the week was, Josh.
Look, Daigle, I don't blame you. You don't have to watch the Jets on a weekly basis. I only watch because of Denzel Mims. Look, and I think all that we can take, and it's not necessarily a production production thing, while that's important for us for fantasy football, more so I want to see from this rookie second round pick or third round pick, whatever he was, that the talents and the traits that he's showing as a rookie can be translated years from now. And I think your former roommate, Evan Silva, has suggested a potential Kenny Galladay-like comp for Denzel Mims. And I think that works in terms of contested catches. Now, those aren't as easy as obviously wide receivers who separate, but we have seen Kenny Galladay and many others make a living on great acrobatic throws and catches. And Denzel Mims is already doing that just through a handful of games in the NFL.
And we're only 6 games away from him playing the next 5 years with Trevor Lawrence. It's going to be terrific.
It's true. Buy now. Buy now is what you're saying. All right. Those were the moves you need to make in Week 12, served by Applebee's. And once again, if you want a little bit of extra content, go and check out Daigle's column, which is on the front of the site, rotoworld.com. And we have a 20-minute episode of the Rotoworld Football Podcast out there for you to listen to on all podcast platforms.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.